everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brie.
And I'm Tori.
Today we are here for our very first Dreamcatcher comeback. We are going to be watching the OOTD music video. We were looking at the first frame here off screen and we were like, why don't we just start recording and talk about what we're thinking and then see how horribly wrong we are.
So we had some ideas. So
some thoughts.
Of course, this I'm assuming means outfit of the day. And if I'm gonna go just with the idea of like your own unique outfit, because I don't know what else they were trying to say, because everybody sitting here is wearing the same thing, like a uniform.
Yeah,
like at work.
I had thought, and I wonder,
whatever's on her screen is so colorful.
Well, looking whatever's going on here, I noticed there were dice here. Something says lucky, but my eyesight is not good enough to see what else that says, and what we've got something else going on over here. But so yes, they're all wearing the same thing, but what's going on at their desks could be different. I don't know. My curiosity, I guess, was, is this going to be something about like not wanting to conform to societal expectations, needing to love yourself, or are we just totally way off and we need to be quiet and just watch the video?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Maybe.
But we just kind of wanted to give our first like kind of thoughts going in.
We kind of got that idea from just because when they put out their first comeback, I guess the logo and everything, it looked like a lotus flower, and so we kind of looked into a bit of that because it seemed like there were 7 petals.
You noticed there were 7 petals.
There's also like something. There's like, I guess, a theory or a meaning behind that as well when it comes to lotus, but there's also 7 members too. So I figured, that could be what it is. So we had looked up. So like, we're not doing the album today, but we're curious if that's kind of like what the theme of the album was about.
Because a lotus flower can mean things like rebirth, beauty, and adversity. Overcoming adversity.
A lotus literally grows from like mud,
murky
so
water.
It like rises up out of like
purity as well. Yeah. So, and I think the album is called Versus Villain as well.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Was it Versus Villain? I know it was Villain. Is that what it was? The V and the S. It's Villain.
Dreamcatcher.
We did actually
Versus Villain. Yes.
Okay. We did actually pre-order an album. We both pre-ordered, so we haven't gotten them yet, but we're excited about that.
The covers were so cool. Okay, so enough of an intro. We just wanted to give some of our initial thoughts going into what we think this might be about. We could completely be wrong. We are going to watch this 2 times. One time we are going to watch without trying not to pause. If something pops up and startles us, we might, but we're going to try not to pause.
So pause warning.
Pause warning. And then we will watch it a second time and pause more and watch the lyrics more through that time. We kind of won't really pay attention to lyrics much the first time.
So just if you haven't been here before for any of like our album reactions, if you're just here from our Dreamcatcher reactions we just started doing recently, we typically like to do the music videos alone. We'll do those first, and then it may take us a couple days and we'll do the album reactions. We do plan on actually react to the album, but just like with this being a holiday week for us, it might be a couple time. Like we plan to put it out next week.
We got some family time, so once we kind of get through all of that, it will be coming. Let's go ahead and get into this music video. I already pulled it up on screen. Did we make it 1080 already? I feel like we did, but I don't. Oh, okay, we did. All right, so let's go. Oh, she's making a thing.
It's like
feeling
a graphic
lucky.
designer?
Feeling lucky. I should have just waited.
She missed a spot. Dreamcatcher.
Dreamchat.com. I think I just glitched.
Oh! Ooh. Oh, that's like they're editing life. What? Whoa.
A lot of editing, a lot of staging.
So the flashing lights, like.
They just told us to shut up.
Told us to shut up in the very first. I know. My necklace.
Oh, that's dark.
Oh, the outfits. Oh, she's pushed her. Oh. Oh. It's the backing vocal for me.
She stuck her tongue out at me.
The lip read.
That drum.
The crown. Oh, they have this logo on the back of the truck.
I can't form words.
Oh, yes you are.
This lower vocal.
The whispering. Oh.
Did we just power down?
Yeah. And
Enter.
I pressed it. Did it work? Do you feel anything different?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think the words I'm looking for are in love.
Oh, you were already there.
I know. It just gets stronger every time.
It felt like behind the scenes.
We got powered off at the end. Like,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
They didn't need us anymore.
Felt like a robot. Oh, I don't know if that's. Yeah. I don't know if that's. I have to see the lyrics. I was gonna say the comments. I'll have to read the comments.
You have to read the comments.
Before we move on to like thoughts and things, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. I know that they had a showcase.
Mm-hmm.
This dropped at like 3 a.m. for us, and I had to work today, so that's why we couldn't get it to it until now. But if you guys could give us, we want to react to their showcase performance. If y'all could give us like timestamps, maybe, because we're not going to react to the whole thing on camera, but we would love to like just watch the performances. Mm-hmm. So if there was anyone that could actually give us timestamps for that, so that way we could do our reaction to it. If not, then we can just skip around it and find it ourselves, I guess. But
about the song itself, one thing I really noticed about this one, and I mentioned it in the first watch, was like the darker aspect of it and almost gritty. Like the lower aspect. So a lot of the songs that we've listened to so far, we have a moment in them where they get really big and grand and very high, like the notes get really high. And I'm not saying we didn't have a couple of those, but like this one, I felt like their key point, their highlighting point were like the lower, darker harmonies and everything. It made it feel really heavy in your ears, and I really enjoyed that. It just felt slightly different than some of the stuff that we've heard so far that gets like really big and grand, and this did, but in its own like lower, darker kind of way.
I like the idea heavy. That makes a lot of sense.
It felt very heavy, but like I really like it. I felt sucked in.
Yeah.
So I am excited to go back through this and, like you said, look at the lyrics. But also there were a couple times I'd really wanted to pause and looked at like things that were popping up on screen that I couldn't read that fast. So we're gonna actually get a chance to look at that now.
So it's kind of, I'm curious. I'm really curious to see what the lyrics are saying, if it's like a shot at the industry or what, because it seemed like everything was very editorial. It was just kind of like everything was being edited to where it needed to be, and it was constant like photographs, constant
Like
video,
staging.
constant
The staging,
and then
like of the
they themselves on their outfit choices were interesting because I saw a lot of like piercings. I saw like I guess if we're going like our villain era, I can see it because
Edgy.
it seemed very edgy, almost like
it really
breakout.
felt like an FU, and like I mean,
Yeah.
like it felt like because they said shut up, and
Yeah.
they were looking at me like what.
Yeah, the music felt like an FU as
Yeah.
well, like type of like just this the way the song went, the attitude.
Yeah.
I guess that would be the attitude of the song itself.
So, we're gonna go ahead and go through it again, and pause warning for real this time because we will be pausing. So, I don't know what my hair is doing.
I'm gonna pause it right off the bat here.
I love that she changes the colors and like I don't know.
It's like Photoshop. Oh, I already went to our Dreamcatcher official store. Yeah. Title 1.
I'm just gonna tell you, any member of this group tells me to shut up, I'm going to listen.
Her pigtails. This is like some weird inverted version. Like I know it's dreamchat.com, but of like a Photoshop type AI changer generation type. Generative.
Generation type?
Why did I say generation?
See, I can't read it. That's too far away from me.
changer.
No more questions.
Track point one. Ugh.
That one. I was trying to catch that one the first time.
It's interesting because they're changing, like it's almost like they have their color and then someone's going in and changing what they want it to be. Like it's not the authentic one because that was not the color of her lipstick. It was a different color and they went in and changed it. Right? Am I crazy? Did I
editing around them?
Is that what it was?
Okay. Do you believe in the power of the crown? Follow the mark of the crown if you believe it. And this popped up. Arch enemy. It's backwards. Arch enemy. It popped up later. Okay.
Hi, arch enemy. It is 9:41 a.m. Please at least wait until like 10.
Yeah, like give me some time to wake up. All of these layered vocals.
I'm sorry, her like tights or leggings or whatever she's wearing, they look like bruises almost, don't they?
I think it's shadows, maybe?
Is it shadows?
Man, I don't know. I do see what you're saying, though.
No.
I want those shoes.
Oh,
You're a goddess.
start rendering. Open the tool. Start. My default, the render change is set to
Render
the frame.
range.
Oh my gosh, I can't read today.
By default, the render range is set to the frame range of the current render setting and will be displayed at the bottom. Interesting. There's the crown. And that's literally what she was just... Are they doing the same move? Interesting. It rendered her into the frame.
OOTD, this my fashion. Shut up, no more questions. OOTD, this my fashion. Ready, action.
Her hair.
So sweet. They
What
said
did
what?
she say?
No. As she was pushing,
They look like they were laughing and having fun.
they were.
Mm-hmm.
that was cool. What does it say? Yeah.
Do you believe in the
Arch
power of the
enemy.
crown?
Arch enemy. Who are you? Follow the mark of the crown if you believe it.
Whatever we're joining, I agree.
Ugh.
I love her.
OOTD, this my fashion. Shut up, no more questions. OOTD, this my fashion.
Whoa, it just got built in the back. Did you see that? The crown wasn't there until just then.
This my fashion.
You see it? Like, the green screen, like, phased in with it or something. Like, it was
Is
built
it?
behind it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Also, am I going crazy? Is that a sign for like caution, toxic?
I don't know.
Never mind. Interesting. All the glitching.
On air. Oh. Who's in it? Is this on the motorcycle? In the car? They are following the truck.
Shion, you're taking me out. Oh, you hear that? Yes, you are.
There's like two versions. One's with the jackets and the hats and one's without.
They both hurt. Ooh, that choreo. Gorgeous. We're gonna get real close. Hold on.
There are over 90 people
Joining us. We have to hurry.
There's not much left now. This is arch enemy. ID again. Arch enemy.
Interesting.
So it was like whoever was sitting at this desk
Is the one that
orchestrating
they
the whole thing.
turned off because there was a hand there. I mean, it wasn't like it was a robot arm. There was a hand.
What's the number on the dice? Sorry, I just had a random like brainworm. I was curious. Oh, I see 6 and
Well, I was gonna wait till they made it bigger so that I don't have to squint so much.
oh, okay. I was just curious. Meant nothing. Maybe.
Feeling interesting.
I want to know who's sitting at this desk.
So we were right about it being kind of like a FU in terms of the lyrics.
That's true. I mean, the song gave it like it was very without even like reading the lyrics, you could kind of feel it with the attitude in the video as well. She's so pretty.
Every frame you can go to.
Gorgeous.
Like, name a bad frame. I'll wait. Exactly my point. See? Okay. I keep hearing "shut up" in my head, and that's why I can't speak right now. Also, the curly hair was giving me life. What? Don't talk to me about Tommy. I don't. Mm-mm. What did it say out of
Gosh.
power? Power of the crown. Got it. Okay.
Oh, feel the power. Like I was saying. Got you.
Who's Shasha?
I don't know. I just read it backwards just to be careful.
I did
and
too. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh man.
Ass.
No. Ash.
No.
Ahas.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm just inverting all the letters. Can you look up the look up
Nephthys?
Yes, thank you. I'm not saying it. You say it.
Mistress of the house is the goddess of the air and the head of the family. Egyptian mythology. She's the daughter of earth and sky. Well, they said call them a goddess. It's not really hard to do. Well, what's the connection to Venus there? Honestly, I'm so glad that I tried this backwards, or else I was going to be like, Yemen Hikra.
I didn't even try, so I'm glad you did.
Okay.
What was that thing I used to say back in school where the girls go to where and boys go to where? Do you know what I'm talking about? What planet was it?
Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupid. Sorry, that's what we used to say. But it was girl.
No, what was it? I can't remember. No, I don't think no. Dude, I don't think it was Venus. I don't remember what it was.
It was. Okay, there's different versions. Okay. But one of them was girls go to Venus to get more genius and boys go to Jupiter.
Okay, so it was Venus.
There was another one that was girls go to college to get more knowledge and then boys go. But you could also flip it, and you know what?
I just remembered. It was Venus. Okay, that's what it reminds me. That's they're going to Venus to get genius. That's where we're going.
Okay. Well, no, if I could press the right button. Oh gosh. Okay. So I felt a lot of what was happening here, despite some of I love the rendering in the images. I don't know if it connects specifically to the video of them creating the world that they want, or if things around them are trying to be edited. But I do feel like a lot of the lyrics were about trying to embrace yourself and embrace your self-confidence, because there were a lot of moments it felt like they were trying to break out of this mold and be themselves in their own styles. Everybody's style was so different as well.
Yeah.
I just found the rendering of the crown so interesting. How it comes in its own little blocks. The hair.
The transitions. I don't know if that's them in the car following after the truck, because that's what they were telling them to do if they wanted to find out, and they were following the logo right there.
Because it's talking about celebrating and joining us and expressing myself more.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like they're asking us to join them on this journey of self-love and self-confidence, which, that's a big struggle for me. Well, both of us specifically, but if Dreamcatcher's asking me to do it, I could try. What did that was the 90 people, wasn't it? Okay.
It was
I
indeed.
Pressed too many times. Goodness. This place is already full of people. I had everything.
Yeah, there are over 90 people together. That's interesting.
Very
Why
specific.
90? All right. Well.
Interesting. I know we're missing things, so please feel free to let us know exactly what it is that we're missing, but let us know how, what kind of path we're on, if we're somewhat on the right one in interpreting what's going on here. But I feel like it at least caught a lot of what was happening, even if we don't fully
versus villain
make the connections. So
I'm really curious.
Is the villain ourselves?
Hear the rest of the album, or is the villain even the bad guy?
My first thought when I saw versus villain was are we our own villain? Because they do a lot of bringing light to topics that need to be brought to the surface, and I feel like self-love and self-hate both are one of those. But again, I could be entirely wrong. That was just kind of my first initial thought, and then with this entire song. So
see, that was I was thinking either that, because I also had that just going on, the whole Lotus theory and everything like that, but also technically, is this the villain itself the bad? This one almost gave me is the villain right here, our arch enemy, is that a bad person, or are they just trying to break you out and they are what society says is bad?
Mm-hmm. Or is society the villain and it's actually I feel like there's a lot of ways we could go with this. So
could make lots of fun concepts out of it, that's for sure.
We need the rest of the album to kind of put this puzzle together, and maybe if they put anything else out with it, maybe. But like we said, it will take us a couple days to get to the album, so thank you for being patient for that. Thank you so much for watching this with us. We are super excited for our first Dreamcatcher comeback, and I'm
excited to hear a full album.
Yes, and we absolutely loved this song, yes, of course. But so she said
She said, yeah, you're right. Exactly like that.
Beep. Yeah. So again, thank you so much for watching this with us. We love you so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.